Alright, so what we got here is, I'm making steaks today. I made steaks before, but these steaks are, I'm making how I personally like it. What we have is some A1 right here. Then we have some extra light olive oil right here. Then we have some of the marinating. Well, I let them sit in there for a month, not a month, a week. And I let the steaks sit overnight for a day. I just put them in yesterday, and then that was Saturday. Today's Sunday. My boss and his wife were supposed to come over for dinner, lunch, whatever after church, but things happened. They weren't able to make it. So what I'm doing is cooking the steaks now. I'm going to place them off in containers, and then they can eat them later. Montreal steak seasoning, kind of my thing. Like that very much. A1, you put those together, pretty good. It makes a mess while you're cooking it, so usually it's better to cook this stuff like out on a grill or something, but while you're cooking them in a frying pan, because right now I've only had my place like 3 weeks and I've started over, so I'm building from basically nothing. Matter of fact, I think the last installment I put on here was I was in a room. I was renting a room. Well, to give an update, I have my own apartment. It's 2 bedroom, 2 bath. Got a TV stand, couch, end tables, coffee table. Haven't got the bed yet. Working on the bed. Got a bed picked out. My son has a room now. Been seeing him. It's great. Love my job. Oh yeah. So, started working as a tow truck driver. And let me tell you, ever since then, boy, it has been something phenomenal. Love it. You get to carry people all over the place. You get to ride around in a big ass truck. Actually, it's a 3500 Dodge, and they get much bigger from there. And yeah, it's been pretty cool, man. So I'll take a tour in a minute after I get through with the steak. But basically, I'm about to show you. This is how I'm making my steak. So this steak right here is damn good steak. Very good steak. They had really, really, really nice cuts of steak. And look at that. Look at that. Do you see that? Do you see how thick that is? Look at that. It is a beautiful steak. Alright, so I've got it set on 4. I heat the pan up to about, I say 8, 8.5. You heat it up to about 8.5. And then you let it cook for, it ranges, it depends on what kind of, what type of, actually, it ranges about, if you want the steak cooked all the way through or if you want it still mooing, if you want it bloody, I mean, it's really based upon whichever you want to go for. And the fact that people are trying to interrupt me right now just is fucking pissing me the fuck off, you know what I mean? So what we got going on, man? This is what we got. I'm gonna set this right over here. Alright. So now, I'm gonna make my steak. I'm gonna make 2 other steaks out of here, and then I'm gonna set them off in a container. And then I'm gonna cut them up and then, give them to my boss and his wife because, I said I would today, so I'm trying to do that. One of the things about the job, man, love my job. So what I get to do with my job, I get to walk around, well, not walk around, but I get to talk to all kinds of people, change tires. We do tows, tire changes, fuel deliveries, and jump starts. One of the guys that we work with said that we used to install batteries, but because too many people were, idiots, they don't install batteries anymore. I wouldn't call them idiots. They probably were just ignorant. There's a difference between stupidity and ignorance. Ignorance is not knowing. Stupidity is, just being a dumbass. But with the steaks, you want to slow cook them so that way it cooks all the way through. Unless you like raw meat, which sometimes I like to eat raw meat. I'll sear one side, let the seasoning kick in on that, and then I'll sear the other side, and it's good. I like it like that sometimes. And then other times I want, a meat that's going to have a nice evenly cooked all the way through, but you'd have to put that at a lower heat to be able to get that really to cook through like that. So sometimes 4, 3, right in there. You can put it about in between 3 and 4. You have to be careful when cooking on the skillet though, because with the skillet you have stuff like this that gets like burnt, and that's usually what that comes from the seasoning and the steak sauce. So a way around that is you don't want to have it too high up on the heat or where you put the heat at. Then you just drop it in the pan and it'll sear on the outside. You flip it, sear on that other side. Then you cut it in half and you get purple in the middle, which makes it really good. Like, it's enough to get rid, it has enough heat to be able to get rid of any of the bullshit, but then not enough heat to where it cooks the meat. So if you like raw meat, that's a good way to go. Or if you like sushi or something like that. Also, with steaks like this, red wine, great to put on top. And it gives it a very, it gives it a really good taste. You know, if you're into red wine and drinking shit like that, it's alright, but red wine, really good to put on there. As a flavoring, you know, for you people who like to drink a lot, not as like, you know, you guzzle the shit down. No, it's for cooking, so. Slow cooking steaks, you'll always get a very tender steak. If you cook a steak very fast or fastly, then you're going to have, the meat is going to be chewier. So to really cook a nice steak, sometimes it takes anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how thick the steak is. If you get one of them big cuts of steak, then it takes longer for you to be able to cook it. Alright, so I will, while that's cooking on that side, I will walk y'all through the apartment. This is my balcony. Shall take thee out to the balcony. We have a great complex out here. Got an awesome tree. We got like 16 apartments. Got some really cool people here. Know what I mean? So this right here, this complex. Here's my kitchen. There's one fan. Flooring. I picked out the furniture, so you know, I picked it out. Yeah. Not too bad, not too bad. There's my couch. There's my coffee table. There's my coffee table. There's my end table. There's the other end table. I wait for it. I built a TV stand. Bam! There's the TV. Got a TV soundbar. So I went with Samsung, right? So we got Samsung TV, Samsung soundbar, and a stand. And then we have my son's room, which is empty because I told him to pick his shit out and he hasn't picked it out yet, but you know, he's working on it. Caterpillar work boots, damn good boots. Here's one of the bathrooms. Which one? This one's, that's my bathroom. Here's my room. There's the cot I've been sleeping on for like 6-something months, but the last few weeks I've been sleeping on my couch. It's alright. But I have a bed picked out. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, kind of minimalistic right now. But hey, we're going up. So I tried this new I tried a candle called Cat Springs Citronella. So we're seeing how that works out. And basically, yeah. There's my apartment. There's my update. Going to do my cooking. And I shall be eating my my steak shortly. Then I'll get started on the other steaks. Peace, love, and applesauce. Kick ass, take names. Love you guys. Everybody's awesome. If you ever have problems, deal with them. Try to work the shit out. If you don't, then just slap the shit out of them. Maybe that works. Maybe it doesn't work. You don't want to go to jail. But, you know, it's all good, man. Love y'all. Learn from your shit. Life goes on. Laters.